since I've already told you that the process isn't the problem, I'm going to give you an example and then talk about what is our problem. That's today.
Break me down and build me up, whatever it takes.
Our car business, the retail automobile industry, definitely has a customer perception problem. But the process is not the problem. And I'll be honest with you, I've talked to and had some correspondence with several people I respect highly in the business that are talking that the process is the issue. And I think we're saying the same things. There's things going on in the process that are a problem. But let me just kind of let me give you an example. Had a customer, went online, built a truck, and sent those parameters out to several dealerships. And he did it in the way of internet inquiries through website and in several different ways. And basically what he asked for was pricing. He wanted to know what incentives were available. Should he do a 17 or 18? And he was going to base that basically on pricing. After about a week, we received an email back from him, and I believe probably the others did too, that this had now become the most frustrating process that he had never, ever dealt with. He had asked for one thing. He had asked one question. And until that day, over a week later, he hadn't received one answer to his question from any dealership. He had been invited in to take a test drive many times. He had people tell him that, your best negotiating position is when you're sitting on the dealership, at the dealership showroom, but nobody had answered his question. And that is a serious problem, and probably the biggest problem that we have in the car industry. It's this perception by the public of playing games. And that's what his perception was, is that everybody was playing games. That is not a process issue. That is an issue of fear, of fearing if we give too much information that the customer will go somewhere else and buy something else. First of all, they're finding out the information. They're going to get the information. Even though it took this guy a week, he's going to get that information from somewhere, somehow. Why are we hiding any information? I don't understand. I've never understood that. I've been a person of transparency for the last 30 years, and I just don't believe that I would make a decision based on some of the information that we provide or are willing to easily provide in the car business, even today. But that's a people issue. It's not a process issue. There's nowhere in our process that it says that we will not give a customer a price. There's nowhere in our process that it says it's not time yet to give them an interest rate. Now, I will tell you, the managers may be very difficult, and for the salespeople to get answers to their questions. Here's the deal: if the customer has a question, the salesperson doesn't know the answer to, or maybe doesn't feel comfortable answering it because their manager has threatened to fire their ass, and they come to you, Mr. Sales Manager, and you don't want them to answer the question, then what I would suggest for us to begin to correct this problem is that the sales manager get up and go talk to the customer. Don't send that salesperson back down there to dance and give the perception that we are playing games. Folks, that's the biggest issue probably that we have. Customer comes in and asks for what are the rebates on this vehicle. Well, salespeople ought to know that. Are there any special interest rates? Salesperson ought to know that. The darn sure thing that we can't be saying is it depends on your credit. Well, what we need to be saying is that, you know, I'll get you all that information. Now, what we typically do is go ahead and make sure the vehicle's right for you, and then ask them, is that okay with you? Because if it's not and they want that answer up front, we need to go get the answer up front. We've got to train our salespeople how to be professional and respectful of the customer. There's ways to handle it. I'm the professional. Where should they go to ask for it? To me. Why do they not want to deal with us? Because we continually don't answer their questions. That is what's wrong with our business. It is the fear of being direct with our customers, answering their questions. For some reason, we want to play that shell game and hold that information back. It does us no good. It does us a lot of harm, and we got to stop it. Hey, you guys have a great day. Be professional. Learn your stuff. Answer their questions, and I promise you, you can expect to win. Have a great day.